That meeting was freaking amazing.
Wasn't it?
Oh my gosh, all the golden nuggets we got. I mean, do you go back and think, gosh, what was it like when they were in the grind, when everybody, when all these
the time.
Crazy, huh?
All the time. Like when I go look at the old videos and stuff, and
yes.
I say, wow, this so-and-so was winning #1. I mean, they were in there, and that just gives me encouragement of what it is that we're doing. We should know we're doing the right things,
yes.
because that's the way it's going to end up. It's
yes.
almost like inevitable, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's why it's so important to get around the big leaders and get around them,
Absolutely. And it's so good that we were taught the importance of just leading by example, being the right example, doing it quick, and I think that helped my business and has helped me do the same thing with other leaders, where you got to get it going. We have to have a personal track record.
You have to. It's so important to lead from the front.
Absolutely.
Because, you see how they were able to talk about what they did.
Yep.
You cannot rewrite history.
Never.
So I think people don't understand. I used to be a history teacher when I taught high school.
Oh wow!
I taught so that was before I was a probation officer. I've had a few professional gigs where most people had one.
None.
One or none. Right. But I taught history, so people didn't understand that when you're in the moment and when you're going through something, this stuff is documented. Those KTs you went on, I have all my books, Myrna. Wow. I have all of them. All my calendars where you could see my KTs 2009, 2010, 2011.
Isn't that awesome?
Grinding.
Yep.
Those are documents in history. You can't change that.
Absolutely.
What you do, people will know about.
Yes, I agree.
And when you don't do nothing, they'll know that too.
That's scary. Because what can you show?
What can you show?
And that's true because we do too. Juan and I have our calendars and we've saved them because if anybody ever asks, here you go. How did you write 10 grand?
Yep.
Well, here it is.
Yep.
And the proof is in the pudding. And the way we did it when we were training and the way we did it when we were in the cold market.
Yeah, because you guys started from scratch. Right. Yes, you guys have like a buffet.
Yes. You can learn to do it either way.
But you guys were able to do that because you did it the right way.
Absolutely.
And you learned the fundamentals and you were able to learn how to train 8 to 15, how to have, great premium.
Absolutely.
And then you went out there to Arizona and knowing nobody.
Absolutely.
And built what you built today. But that's because you did it first.
Yep.
Just imagine somebody doing that and people do try it. The most they've ever done is 2,000. Their team has always outwritten them.
Wow.
That's not leading from the front.
No.
Human nature says this. And this is one thing I learned when I started, reading books about people. Human nature is if someone is continuing to beat you over and over and over again, and you're supposed to be their leader or superior, if you will, which means you have the experience and you're supposed to know more.
Right.
Human nature says they're not going to want to listen to you.
They're not. They're going to say, why do I listen to somebody who's not doing it?
Yep.
And you know what, Tonia, the crazy thing is you don't have to do it forever.
Right.
That's if they understood that if they got off quick and had a record of success for a period of time personally with their own pen, eventually you duplicate it. And I'll be honest with you, when we moved to Arizona, 2009, you were killing it. You go RVP, we get out there, and we're like a $10,000 base shop, and you guys are writing 60, 80. But one thing that we understood that it was going to happen.
It was going to happen.
It was eventually.
Because you were starting over.
I was starting over.
Yeah.
And I saw you jumping diamonds and diamonds and diamonds. And I said, what kind of business do I want? Do I want a business that continues to personally write business forever, or a business that duplicates and teaches other and has freedom?
Right.
So Juan and I just talked and we're like, look, let's do what Tonia's doing. Let's start teaching others.
Teaching it.
And once you teach it and they teach it,
Myrna, that
it's
is
over.
like the key Like, people don't understand. I call it each one teach one.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
You're
like
so right.
You first you learn it. And you master it. Some people don't like to use the word master, but I like to use that word because you're supposed to know this in and out, in and out. If this is your craft,
your sleep, baby.
In your sleep.
Yep.
If this is your craft, if this is what it is you going to do, like you are like almost pledging allegiance, like this is who I am. You know what I mean? For the rest of my life. If you're doing that, then why don't you take the time to master it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So once you master it, and that doesn't mean you gotta be perfect.
Of course.
It just means like, you know, like what about the baseball players? What do they get paid? They get paid
millions,
astronomical amounts of money for being 30%.
0.333.
30% in the field.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you could just be 70% in the field, that's like master level.
Absolutely.
And if you could do that and then teach that, that's the thing. That's where you get your freedom from.
That's right.
That's where you get, it feels good to watch my downline win.
Oh man,
you know, you don't want to win alone.
Never.
It feels better when somebody's winning with you.
Absolutely.
And I just, you know, I started really just saying, hey, you guys, this is what I did.
Right.
Okay. And all I know is what I did. One thing I would say, listen, when I would hit this level of income and that level of income, I said, well, I can at least teach you how to do that now.
That's right.
I can at least teach you how to do that now because I was doing it. You know what I mean?
It's
just
true.
Breeding belief. You know?
And the belief comes with us growing and our income growing, because now as you're growing, people believe, wow, if I saw them here and now they're over here, I can do this.
Yes.
You know, and it doesn't matter, incremental growth, but once they've got it down, that track record that they can show others that they did it, it pours belief into others. Like, and it's crazy, when we started the business, it was one couple that was writing 10 grand. I thought everybody was doing it. I promise you, I thought everybody was.
I used to look at you guys like, oh my God, how are they doing this every single month?
Wow, it was Mario and Viviana.
Yeah.
They were doing it, and all they talked to us was about that.
Right.
So then we came in and did it. Little did we know that we were the second couple in the base shop, other than Neo and Vicky, that started writing 10 grand consistently, and now other people started to do it.
Right.
So that's what it takes. It takes belief, one person doing it, one other one doing it, and now it's over.
That's so true, because when I saw you guys doing it consistently, and Mario and them were doing it, and there was another couple, few others, right? And I just was coming, and I was just trying to write 5. Lord, can I please write 5, right?
Right.
And once I tackled that, though, that's how you do it.
Absolutely.
You know, he was writing 3, and then he was writing 5. And then once I realized that, okay, look, they're human just like me. I just need to calm down and suck it all in and execute a plan on what I'm going to do. And listen, pay attention. I always tell people, listen, you come to these meetings, right? And you take notes, but then when the meeting's over, and you throw them in the back of the trunk.
They're gone.
And you don't pull the notebook out again until it's time for the next meeting. I said, I'm not going to be one of those people.
No.
So I would pull my notebook out, and every night I would PDR, practice, drill, rehearse.
Yes.
I just started going through the notes. They said, do this. Okay, I'm going to try that. They said, do this. I'm going to try that.
Yes.
They said, if I do this, then this will happen. Right. And I started doing it, Myrna, and it was actually happening.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, execute a plan.
Yes.
I think that's the hardest thing for people to do. Like, I have talented couples in our business that write 10 grand, and they've told me, they've confessed. Can you believe that? If I don't even work like I should. Sometimes I don't even have my schedule. And I tell them, could you imagine if you had that schedule, you executed your plan, you'd be writing 20,000, teaching others to do it.
I don't understand that.
It's crazy, huh?
Let me tell you why I don't understand it. Because for me, Myrna, I would try to play this game on myself, right?
Yeah.
And I said, how fast can I get the 10 written?
Smart.
So that I can go beyond 10.
Yes.
That was once the 10 was, constantly being done.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, I know I can write 10 grand.
Yep.
So now, how fast can I do it? So can I get it done by the 20th? Can I get it done by the 25th?
Yeah, whatever.
No later than the 25th for sure.
It was done.
Because now I can add on another 2. I can add on another 3. Yeah. And I could end at 13,000, 14,000. So I don't understand that. People like, oh, I wrote 10 and you have 2 days left. What are you doing?
Yes.
I just don't understand taking days off. There's a lot that I don't understand.
Yeah.
I wanted to get to to the part to where the grind was over.
Done. Yes.
I wanted to get there fast because I was so on, you know, if you put your head down and you work hard.
Yes.
Okay? And hard doesn't mean harder than you worked on your job.
It's probably less.
It's probably less, right?
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
If you put your head down and you work hard, then we're talking 2 to 4 years max.
Yep.
You know, and for me it was like 3 years, 4 or 5 months, and you know, working like that in that capacity, I don't have to do. It's different kinds of work today.
Yes.
You know, you only work that way for a small period of time.
It's 3 to 5 years max.
Right. And then moving on, you work different so that you can teach people. Sell that to other people. Like I had to go do I did community service, you know, to give back for the veterans.
That's awesome.
And we did it just yesterday, and we worked. I mean,
you're like, whoa, this is real work.
I mean, Myrna, we were serving plates and helping people find seats, and we worked from about 10 to like 2:30,
and you
were
exhausted. 4.5 hours.
I was exhausted.
Isn't that crazy? Primerica work is phenomenal work because honestly, you get to take your kids to school.
Yes.
You get to pick them up. You get to write your schedule the way you want.
Yes.
And like when you have a job, you can't leave to go pick up your kids.
No, you can't
None
do
of that.
that.
So one of the things that I mastered was for sure was I had to master a schedule.
Yes.
Like I was going to have my schedule. Of course, did I deviate sometimes when I had a KT at 2 o'clock and I couldn't pick up the kids?
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because I wasn't going to give up appointments.
Oh, no, not at all. Look, I love you, but
Grandma and Grandpa
I
can
love
pick
you, but I got
up.
to feed you too. You know?
Yeah. So, you know, but you do it and you understand there's an end in mind. Like it's a 5-year game plan.
Right.
For us, it was,
right.
And you know what's crazy? We did it 5 years in California. Then we moved out to Arizona and we did it for 5 years.
Right. Because you started over. People don't understand that though.
Yes.
You can't pick up where you left off when you didn't bring other people with you.
Never.
You can't do that.
And so grateful because we're still young.
Right.
And we have freedom.
Yes.
And man,
in the time right now where it matters the most.
Yeah, and we could talk about it forever. Like I can show my trend track any day to anybody because I know what we did.
That's right.
And that's the beauty.
That's right.
That's the great thing. And some people can never show it, but you know what? It's never too late.
And I showed mine to my team. And the first thing Chris said, he said, wait. You were a human base shop. He said,
was.
You saw like 25 plus cases a month?
Yeah.
Just you? I said, yeah.
Yeah. And it was a piece of cake. Yeah. And it's fun when you're training.
It's fun. That's why I told myself, you're not having fun with this. Like, of course you get upset. You get mad.
Normal.
Of course, you know, you get a dark house, you know. But if you're not having fun with this, laughing about something every single day, it's something you're not doing right. It's not supposed to be painful. You know what I mean? Yes. It's just not.
Look at all this crazy traffic.
Oh, you know. You don't have the traffic no more. You don't miss the traffic.
Not at all.
Yeah. Well, the house is up here somewhere, right?
Yes. Tonia,
okay.
I want to thank you so much because I know that you pick me up. Now I have you coming on a KT with me.
I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to go with you.
I'm going to have you do it.
You didn't tell me that me picking you up was going to mean that I was going to have to go on a KT with you.
But you're going to kill it for me.
I'm going to go.
You know what? Because if I recruit them, you're going to train them.
I know, right?
You'll kill it. So I'm excited.
Right, you can't pack them up and take them to Arizona with you. But I love that about you, though. Every time you're down here, you always say, I'm not coming to California for nothing. You always utilize the fact that you grew up here and you always find a KT.
Might as well,
People don't do that, though. That's just, you know. Well, you know, I grew up here, so.
Yeah.
So
it's fun.
But it's beautiful out here.
It is. So it's just
right
up
here?
The corner.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Thank you so much. And I know we're going to kill it right now.
Yes, we are.
And you'll get her to do. This one will be your 2,800.
Right. Okay. Got it. So, this is going to be the one that's going to help me beat the
number one.
Got you.
On the fast.
Okay. Right here?
Right here.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right.